Like, I was sleeping on my girlfriend's trampoline, dude. And I had coyotes running underneath me. Like, that's how bad it was. I would rather sleep on a trampoline than go to this chick's house. We go into this house, and the grow op is through the entire house. Weed plants here, in the kitchen, had weed plants in the living room. We had weed plants in the bathroom. Like, I'm talking, it was everywhere. I remember thinking to myself, I need to get the hell out of here. Because if I don't, my chances are the cops come here and I get involved in this even though I had nothing to do with it. Alright, so this is a story in which I visited a grow op. Okay? Now this is before I even smoked weed or had anything to do with weed. This is all before that. So, I'm in Washington, okay? This was in 2008, 2009-ish, I think it was. And so I'm there. I was staying with my dad, but his dad's girlfriend hated me for some weird reason. So I was never there. Like, I was sleeping on my girlfriend's trampoline, dude. And I had coyotes running underneath me. Like, that's how bad it was. I would rather sleep on a trampoline than go to this chick's house, to my dad's house, where this chick's at. Like, she was a straight up bitch. Like, I don't really like to say it, but this chick was and still is. I don't care. But anyway, so my friend and I are hanging out, and he's like, "You want to go to my friend's house over, grab something?" I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." So we go up to this house. Now, most people, when they have a grow up, it's like in a specific room, or maybe downstairs. This is also before Washington had it legalized, so that's also a thing to note. Right, so we go into this house, and the grow op is through the entire house. Like, I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, dude, if a cop came over to knock on your door for whatever reason, and you open that door, you're done. You're done. Because they'll be able to see it and then smell it. It was through the roof insane. Anyway, yeah, it was like in the entire house. We had weed plants here, in the kitchen, had weed plants in the living room. We had weed plants in the bathroom. Like, I'm talking, it was everywhere. Well, I was like, this is the most unorganized grow op I think I've ever seen in my life. And you had just weed sitting on the tables, you know, you had like, it was crazy stuff. I remember thinking to myself, I need to get the hell out of here. Because if I don't, my chances are the cops come here and I get involved in this even though I had nothing to do with it. Because during a drug bust, if the cops come in and they raid the house, whoever's in that house is getting charged. Like, so, I was like, I need to get out of here now, dude. So, anyway, I was like, yo, man, let's go, man, let's bounce, whatever. I was trying to get my friend to leave, and he was taking a little bit. He's like, and then we ended up drinking some kind of alcohol, and then we bucked it, and I was like, okay, thank God. That shit was wild, bro. Like, I am pro weed, but even that was a little excessive. Like, you know, I think when it comes to marijuana laws, especially here in Florida, I think it needs to change. Here in Florida, it's still illegal as shit. Like, if you get pulled over with it, something bad's gonna happen to you. Now, it's legal medical, right? Medical marijuana is legal here, but recreational is not. You will be charged. So whether that's, now sometimes the police would just give you a fine now, but it also depends on how much that you have. If you have a lot, you're going to jail. And even if you have a small amount, depending on how much of an asshole this cop is, you're probably going to jail for it. I think that's gotta change, man. Like, come on, dude. Like, this is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like, if you don't smoke weed, then don't smoke it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't drink, but I don't go around saying that alcohol should be illegal. You know what I mean? Like, let us smoke and you can drink, or you can do whatever you want. Like, when I would have weed, dude, it would never leave my house. Like, I would just stay here, smoke, play video games, watch movies, or whatever. Like, I'm not out there doing crazy stuff. But some people are, which is what gives it a bad rep, I think. But, you know, that's just a funny story about a grow op. It was kind of crazy. But, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.